Good afternoon, Lisa. Thank you very much for the opportunity to sit in silence with you. I love so much to just sit in silence, and it seems to be quite hard to do this lately. Almost it seems like the more I love it, the more things shout to pull attention elsewhere. Yeah, it's really beautiful to sit in silence. There's so much you can possibly do in this world now with the internet. Do you feel like the clarity has stabilized in your experience, or is there ever an apparent need for inquiry or something else? Not about non-duality, but certainly on the human level there is dynamics that come up. But in terms of non-duality, I just know it. Like not a human knowing, not an intellectual knowing, it's just known, and there's no doubt of it. And it's really strong and never questioned. But on the human level, I certainly have to work on shitty karmas of Lisa sometimes. Shitty. Lisa can be a shit face sometimes. So I don't know what you mean by stabilizing, because some people mean that stabilizing is not having any more karmas left, so not having any more of the shitty personality or the difficult stuff. I personally don't see it like that, and maybe that's a really good thing. Maybe there is a stabilization in the future, but I don't see that. I see the ability that you've got the infinite capacity to expand and evolve on the human level. And so you've got the infinite ability to expand your karmas, your dynamic, your history. And that's not anything that's going to end. The reason it's maybe good that I see it like that, because I'm not waiting on the human level to arrive at a destination of something called enlightened. Like there is an absolute peace with the non-dual realization. And then with the human stuff, I see that just as part of the way it is. So there isn't a seeking energy that's trying to get rid of certain dynamics or certain things. They're just seen as an organic process of Lisa's body changing and evolving to that realization. And that can go on for the rest of my life. That can go on infinitely. But you get some teachers that are saying they're done, and I don't believe that. But I'm also open to being wrong and then being right, and I've just not arrived at that place. I mean, who knows at the end of the day? There's a little part of me that comes up with annoyance when I say that, though, because part of me, I think, thinks that it's like a little bit narcissistic or something, that believes that their personality has come to this perfect enlightened place. But also I am aware that life is really magical, so maybe there is that possibility, but a little bit of annoyance comes up, because it's like a little of annoyance towards narcissistic people that are all like, yes, I'm certainly perfect, but they believed they were perfect before, so there's not much changed. But I also know that life is really magical and mysterious, and you can never work it out. And so really, more than likely, there's infinite possibilities, and so therefore anything can happen. So there could be somebody that becomes the perfect manifestation of a human being.